Hello everyone, this is Natalie Kohlberg and I will present the resting, local, and action potential. I hope this will help you in reviewing. The first potential we're going to talk about is the resting membrane potential. So this is the actual value of electrical potential of the plasma membrane when it's at rest or when it's inactive or not working and when it's ready to send signal down its length. So just like here in the drawing, there's a difference between the particles up here and down here, so they're not equal. And this is the sodium potassium pump that brings these ions towards the other end, and it uses active transport to be able to pump those ions in and out. And the ICF has a negative nature to it because of some anions here that can't be transported or can't be pumped outside of the intracellular fluid. So this is the ECF, which has a positive side to it, and this is the plasma membrane right here. So the ICF has a negative 70 MV, meaning it's polarized. So the ICF is polarized or negative 70 because of the negative ions that will come here and the negative anions that stays that can't be transported or can't be pumped outside of it. That's why it's a negative. The next potential we're going to talk about is the local potential. So this is the short range change in voltage along plasma membrane. So this happens after resting membrane potential if there's a stimulus that's detected. So this is graded, means it varies in magnitude depending on the strength of stimulus. So if there's more stimulus, so like right here, if there's more stimulus, there's going to be more sodium channel opens and more sodium ions to enter the ICF, which is down here. So this is the ICF and this is the ECF. And it's going to depolarize the membrane. And depolarization means that the state of plasma membrane, anytime it experiences a shift in its voltage in a positive direction. And it's also decremental, so there's electrical current. If the electrical current gets weaker, the farther away from site of stimulation it gets. So it's like the current gets weaker, instead of it going all throughout the or along the dendrite and axon hillock, instead of going all the way, it doesn't, it stops. So that's what it means. And then it's also reversible, so if the stimulation stops, then the membrane will return to its resting membrane potential due to the sodium gates closing again without stimulation, and the pumps return sodium ions to ECF, which is outside right here, from inside to outside. And then the sodium gates will also close. The last potential is called the action potential. So this occurs after the local potential, and this goes all the way through the axon. So this has more dramatic change in state of the plasma membrane and can occur at the axon hillock and along axon's length. So it's an all or none law, which means it will occur at either full strength or not at all. So it's also non-decremental. It maintains full strength down the entire length of the axon regardless of distance. And it's not graded, meaning the action potential will occur full length, if not no action potential at all. It's irreversible, so once it starts, it can't be stopped. So it happens all the way through axon compared to the local potential, which can go back to resting. So action potential will go all through the way and it won't go back to local potential. So just like in this drawing right here, this represents the resting membrane potential. This is like the negative 70 MV, which is like when it's inactive. And then when there's a stimulus, local potential happens. So there's like a shift. It goes up or it goes to a positive change happens, which is the depolarization. And then here is a threshold. So if it goes all the way up there, or if the stimulus is still there, then it means the action potential will happen all the way up there until it repolarizes and go back down here. So action potential is like the peak. It's like the highest peak between the three of them. So resting, then local, and then action. That's the end of my presentation. Thank you for watching and listening.